Do you think that making it in your writing is all about luck? If so, this one's for you. So this one came to me as I was doing my writing practice. As some of you will know, I have this practice where I take a word and I just write for 10 or 15 minutes. Some of you may have watched my videos where I'm with a typewriter and I'm doing that. So I was doing this the other day, not on camera this time, and the word that I typed on was chance. And when that word came up, I immediately thought fat chance. And I was interested in that because the word chance has, I don't know, probably like at least 10 different meanings depending on what context you put it into. What was it that I immediately put it into that context? So I wasn't just looking at the word chance and giving it an interpretation. I was actually adding to the word so that I could give it a very specific interpretation. So it felt really important to talk about this in this whole area where writers are going around thinking that getting anywhere in your writing is about luck. So I want you to start to open up to the concept that that is just a choice in the way that you're seeing things. You've added something to a situation to give it the interpretation that you want. There's that one word chance, which has all these different meanings, but by giving it fat chance, it's like, yeah, fat chance, as if 1 in a million, never going to happen to me. So then we come into this place where writing becomes very frustrating, because if we believe that the only way to get somewhere in writing is if luck just decides to turn up at our door, we're going to feel very frustrated about that. We're going to feel, I'm putting in all of this work, but it may never amount to anything. And then we're wondering why we're not getting around to our writing. Or we're wondering why we're not enjoying our writing. Or we're wondering why we're beginning to go a little bit lemon and feel bitter about it all. So what do we do? So as I was writing, it's like 10 minutes and I was writing on the word chance, I started to think of dice. And I started to think of rolling the dice. And I started to think of that ultimate, you roll the dice and you get 2 sixes. So to me, that felt like the moment that you get a publishing deal. So when we're rolling dice, yeah, there is that part of us that wants it. Like, I'm rolling the dice, I want 2 sixes. Great, we now know what we want. We want those 2 sixes. We want that publishing deal. Now, if I sit down of an afternoon and I roll 2 dice, eventually I'm going to roll 2 sixes. But if I give up before I roll those 2 sixes, it means that I can keep walking around saying, yeah, you know what, my neighbor rolls 2 sixes whenever they want. I never get to roll 2 sixes. Because the fact is I keep stopping before I get to the moment. I don't know what the probability is. I think it's 1 in 36. If I sit there and I roll the dice 36 times, I'm going to get 2 sixes. And if I don't, I know that I just need to keep going a few more because it's pretty much going to be around the corner. It's not going to be that those dice never show up 2 sixes. Eventually, that publishing deal comes around. The luck is more about showing up again and again. You keep rolling that dice. And the reason that it looks like luck for some people and bad luck for others is because those people in that lucky category, they just stuck at it. They kept rolling that dice. And those people in the unlucky category, they got bored or they lost faith or something else came along. And so they forgot about the dice and they took up something else. So really, in this 5 minutes to your Monday, I just want you to start thinking about what it is that you're adding to. to give an interpretation that suits you, because usually that interpretation is putting us in a place that doesn't feel all that great. So if you've got the word chance, what is it that you're adding to that word to give it that certain slant? It might be that your word isn't chance. It might be another word. It might be another situation to do with your writing. But what story are you telling? What interpretation are you giving that is currently holding you stuck? So think about those dice. Think about those 2 6s. What would it be to persist, to know that probability is out there, and the probability says that if you stick at it, those 2 6s show up. So there we go. As always, here I am on your Monday offering help and advice to enable you to keep going in your writing dreams. Yes, we have slumps. I have slumps, but it's about finding a way to pick yourself up, and that's why I'm here. So these videos are always offering a little bit of something to help you in that journey that can be a little bit like that, so that you can see through those dips and keep going so that you finally roll those 2 6s. Have a great week, and I will see you on Monday.